guy left a note on Laura's desk. It said, "I love you," signed anonymous friend. Turns out she's smarter than I thought she was. She knows I wrote it now, the whole class does too. And I'm all alone during couples skate, when she skates by with some guy on her arm. But I know that I'll forget the pity in her face. We're living in my solar dome on a platform in space, 'cause it's gonna be the future soon, and I won't always be this way. When the things that make me weak and strange get engineered away, it's gonna be the future soon. I've never seen it quite so clear. When my heart is breaking, I can close my eyes, it's already here.
You want me to look at you, or do you want me to look at the camera? Jack, my name is Jonathan Coulton. I'm a singer-songwriter and internet superstar. You know, I don't know. I've always played music my whole life. My parents were both pretty musical, and so I spent a lot of time singing with the family as a kid. And my mom played piano, my dad played guitar, so it was always kind of around, and it was just always something that I was interested in. So. Yeah, there were a lot of inspirations. I mean, I grew up listening to the Beatles and Billy Joel almost exclusively for a long time. And then I listened to a lot of Steely Dan, Pink Floyd, more recently Crowded House and Neil Finn, Sean Colvin, Loudon Wainwright III, Dan Fogelberg, Simon. They're all up. They're all in there. I steal from them constantly. Yeah. People ask me how do you think of these songs? I have no idea. Is the thing. You know, I have nerdy interests, and I always have. You know, who knows? The ideas come from stuff that I read, or stuff that I think about, or movies that I've always loved, or you know. And it's kind of like you fish around for something, and maybe just out of the blue you get a little germ of an idea. It's a character, or it's a line that somebody's saying, or it's an image, and you sort of work from there and figure out how that might be a song. Well, Thing a Week started when I left my day job in 2005 to try to do music full time. I found myself with a lot of free time, and figured the best way to start was to sort of pretend that it was my job to write music. So I started doing a weekly song. I figured that would eat up a lot of time, maybe attract some attention. And it also seemed like a good way to sort of force myself to create on a regular basis, because, you know, when you don't work, it's kind of easy to sit around playing Xbox all the time.
Welcome to my secret lair on Skull Crusher Mountain. I hope that you've enjoyed your stay so far. I see you've met my assistant Scarface. His appearance is quite disturbing. I assure you he's harmless enough. He's a sweetheart, calls me master, and he has a way of finding pretty things and bringing them to me. Oh, and I'm so into you, but I'm way too smart for you. Even my henchmen think I'm crazy. I'm not surprised that you agree. If you could find some way to be a little bit less afraid of me, you'd see the voices that control me from inside my head say I shouldn't kill you yet.
I use the Creative Commons license because I think it, well, for two reasons. Well, Creative Commons is a license that lets you give back some rights that copyright takes away. So it sits on top of copyright and lets you say, you know, only some rights reserved. You know, and so for my purposes, I still have all commercial rights. You can't exploit any of my music commercially without making some sort of a deal with me. But you can use it. You can trade it with your friends. You can download it for free. You can use it to create new things as long as you're not making money off of them. And it's two reasons really. One I wanted to. It seemed like one of the best ways to get the music to circulate out there is to just to declare ahead of time, this is what I want the music to do. Please steal it. And on top of that, it's how I think of art anyway. We're always borrowing from other people or even stealing from other people when we're creating stuff. So, allowing people to use it to sort of remix and create new stuff just seems like a very natural thing to do. It's what we do all the time anyway. So it just makes sense to declare that as an intention.
Based on today's economy, do you think the Snuggie is worth $15? Just curious.
The Snuggie, I would say the Snuggie is easily worth $15. I mean, how much does it cost to heat a house? You got to think about that. More than $15 probably. But you don't need to heat your house if you just wear a Snuggie all the time. You'll have other problems for sure, but I would pay $15 for a Snuggie, sure.
But you could easily buy a robe for like $5 and wear it backwards.
Yeah, but if you wear a robe backwards, you're a loser. If you wear a Snuggie, you're a winner. Everyone knows that.
Maybe you should stay and have another drink. Think about me and you. Just you guys on this one.
I'm so into you, but I'm way too smart for you. Even my henchmen think I'm crazy. I'm not surprised that you agree. If you can find some way to be a little bit less afraid of me and see the voices that control me from inside my head say I shouldn't kill you yet. I shouldn't kill you yet. I shouldn't kill you yet.
I used to write for Popular Science magazine. I haven't done a lot of stuff for them in a while. I wrote both articles and music for them. They had a soundtrack to one of their issues about the future of the body, and they wanted 5 songs to go with 5 different articles in the magazine. So I wrote some music for them. They used to refer to me as the contributing troubadour to Popular Science magazine, which is rare in the magazine world to have a troubadour on staff.
I also noticed you have some outstanding facial hair.
Oh yeah.
How did you manage to grow such facial hair for us aspiring beard havers?
Well, I don't know. I didn't grow this facial hair until college. So when I was in high school, I was incapable of growing such facial hair. It would stop in various places. It wouldn't all connect. But as I have grown into a man, I have my face hairiness quotient has gone up, so that now I'm able to grow a full beard. And even some of this disgusting neck business, which I apologize, I did not shave before appearing on camera. I am a fan of Valve. The Portal thing happened when I was playing a show in Seattle, and some people came to the show and came up to say hi afterwards and introduce themselves and said that they were from Valve. And I knew of Valve because I played Half-Life in Detroit. So when they asked me, hey, would you ever think about writing music for a video game? I was like, yeah, okay, yes, please. And then later on I went to their offices and we talked about a bunch of different stuff. And I played that game and we figured out a way to have Gladys basically sing a musical theater number in the middle of the game. I've been a fan of video games for a while. I do think that Portal is, my own contributions aside to the game, I do think Portal is a terrific game. And a perfect example of why I love Valve so much is the way they tell a story and the way they remember that the story is actually quite important to playing. I think a lot of game developers don't always